Hey guys, what's up? WrestleMania week. Finally made it. A lot going on this week. Lots to talk about. I guess you can say this is a special presentation, sneak peek, bonus episode. You know what? We'll call it episode 00. Episode 00 of this podcast. That being said, please like and subscribe here on YouTube. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at the Brandy Savage Podcast. On there, I'll have updates, news, information, photos, all that crap. Hopefully, we launch soon. I'm aiming for the first week of May, but who knows? We'll see. Alright, so this week, as you know, we got a lot going on. Hall of Fame ceremony on Tuesday. We have the NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver, nights 1 being on Wednesday and night 2 on Thursday. Friday, we got a WrestleMania edition of SmackDown. And of course, Saturday and Sunday, WrestleMania 37, Showcase of Immortals. Lots to talk about, so we're just going to get into it. Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame class of 2020 and 2021 is live on Tuesday, April 6th, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific. As you all know, just like every single one of us, WWE took a hit with the pandemic. They ended all live shows in March. So this year's class of 2021 will be in conjunction with the class of 2020 of last year. For the class of 2020, we have the NWO, the Bella Twins, JBL, British Bulldog, and Jushin Thunder Liger. For 2021, the class includes Kane, Rob Van Dam, The Great Khali, Molly Holly, Eric Bischoff, William Shatner, and I think today I just saw that they're going to add Ozzy Osbourne to the Hall of Fame. A lot of talent going in this year. NWO, arguably one of the most revolutionary things to come out of pro wrestling, especially in the 90s. Without Scott Hall and Kevin Nash jumping ship and going to WCW, I don't think there'd be a Monday Night War. And I think Monday wouldn't be as good as it was during that time. Eric Bischoff, the man behind the creation of NWO and Monday Nitro, is going in as well. I think I'm looking forward to his induction the most, to be honest. I can't wait to see what he says. I enjoy his podcast he has with Conrad Thompson, 83 Weeks. You should check it out. It's really good. Excited to see the British Bulldog go in. I know that's going to be a great moment for the Hart family as well as his son, Davey Boy. Jushin Thunder Liger, legend in the business. I loved his matches on Nitro, especially in Japan. I mean, this guy, Jushin Thunder Liger, is a fucking legend. If you hear stories about how good he is in the ring and outside, he's just well-deserved. The Big Red Machine Kane. I don't think he gets enough credit, especially all the times he had to reinvent himself. You know, mask on, mask off, mask on, corporate Kane, Mayor Kane. Congrats to him. The whole fucking show. Mr. Monday Night. Mr. Pay-Per-View. Rob Van Dam. Do you know what RVD 420 means? I just smoked your ass. I met RVD at a signing once. Super nice dude. He's a great worker. I hope this opens the door for other ECW alumni to get in. Paul Heyman. And to the rest of the inductees, I mean, there's no arguing. They deserve it. Congrats to them. NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver will take place on Wednesday, April 7th and Thursday, April 8th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific. Pun intended, but this card screams TakeOver. I'm talking like taking over the whole fucking week. Tell me how NXT isn't going to steal the show this week. Props to Triple H. What once was his baby is now a grown-ass monster. For night 1, we got Pete Dunne versus Kushida. We have MSK versus Grizzled Young Veterans versus Legado de Fantasma in a triple threat tag team match for the vacant NXT Tag Team Championship. We got Leon Ruff, Isaiah Swerve Scott, Bronson Reed, Cameron Grimes, Dexter Lumis, and LA Knight in a 6-man gauntlet eliminator match to determine the number 1 contender for the NXT North American Championship on night 2. We got Walter versus Tommaso Ciampa singles match for the NXT United Kingdom Championship. My bad. In the main event for night 1, Io Shirai versus Raquel Gonzalez for the NXT Women's Championship. Night 2, we got Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart versus Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell, The Way, for the NXT Women's Tag Championship match. We got Jordan Devlin versus Santos Escobar in the ladder match to determine the undisputed NXT Cruiserweight Champion. We got Johnny Gargano facing the winner of the Gauntlet Eliminator for the North American Championship. We got Adam Cole, baby, versus Kyle O'Reilly in an unsanctioned match. Finn Balor versus Karrion Kross for the NXT Championship is the main event for night 2. I personally am looking forward to Adam Cole, baby, versus Kyle O'Reilly and Walter versus Tommaso Ciampa. But, I mean, come on, look at this card. I think Io Shirai and Raquel are going to probably steal the show. I mean, the women of NXT are just dominant. Pete Dunne versus Kushida could also possibly steal Match of the Year. I'm a big Bruiserweight fan, so I'm looking forward to that. Gargano being my favorite wrestler to come out of NXT. Excited to see what he does. And, I mean, I don't know what else to say about this card. It's stacked. Finn Balor versus Karrion Kross. It's going to be good. I can't wait. This Friday, SmackDown being the go-home show for the main card. We'll also have the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, as well as the Fatal 4-Way match for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. The champions Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode will defend their titles against the Street Profits, Rey and Dominic Mysterio, and Otis with Chad Gable. I think it's a smart move having these 2 matches on here before the weekend. I think they shouldn't have announced the participants for the Battle Royal, in my opinion. I think a little bit of an element of surprise for the show would have done them good. I don't understand why the women don't have their Battle Royal this year. I think that's kind of fucking lame. Also, Daniel Bryan, Edge, and Roman Reigns are going to address the WWE Universe before the big main event. So, SmackDown Friday should be good. Let's see how that goes. And for the granddaddy of them all, WrestleMania 37, live from Tampa, Florida at the Raymond James Stadium, home of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the hosts of last year's Super Bowl. It will be live on NBC Peacock both Saturday, April 10th and Sunday, April 11th, live at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. The event will be hosted by Titus O'Neil, who will be receiving the Warrior Award at the Hall of Fame, as well as the immortal Hulk Hogan, brother. I, for one, am excited. I know people are saying that this isn't a strong card, especially for Mania being 2 nights. It's pretty obvious who's going to win the main event, yada, 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 etc. Look, let's just all agree that we are glad this year's Mania will not be at the Performance Center. Fans coming back to me is a sign saying that we're one step closer to defeating the coronavirus. That being said, I do think this card is a little underwhelming compared to other years, but I don't think the talent on the card can deliver. I don't think the talent on the card can't deliver. I think they will. There are some great matchups on here, and I think Mania, it's going to give us the typical WWE entertainment that's always been classic for us. And for night 1, we got Cesaro versus Seth Rollins, Braun Strowman versus Shane McMahon in a steel cage match, The New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods versus AJ Styles and Omos for the Raw Tag Team Championship. We got Bad Bunny versus The Miz, Damian Priest in the Bunny's corner, and John Morrison in The Miz. The Almighty Bobby Lashley with MVP versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. And I believe the main event for night 1, Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Night 2, we have Riddle versus Sheamus for the United States Championship. We got Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn with Logan Paul. We got Big E and Apollo Crews versus Big E and Apollo Crews for the Intercontinental Championship. And The Fiend with Alexa Bliss in his corner versus Randy Orton. Asuka versus Rhea Ripley for the Raw Women's Championship. And the main event for Night 2, the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns versus Edge versus Daniel Bryan for the WWE Universal Championship. In my opinion, I think they got the cards for both nights right. I'm a big believer in the main event having the winners of the Royal Rumble. I know there's been some exceptions to past Manias like Rock and Cena, Taker and Roman. But I think not giving the winner of the Rumble the spotlight, it defeats the purpose. I mean, they should just give him the title shot, the pay-per-view before Mania, if anything. If they're not going to headline. For night 1, I think Seth Rollins and Cesaro is going to be awesome. I'm glad Cesaro is finally getting the light on him he deserves, and I think Seth is the perfect guy to do so, to help him. Bianca and Sasha, I know are going to tell a great story. I feel like Bianca should win, but I wouldn't be mad if the boss retains. WWE Championship match between Lashley and Drew should be hard-hitting, and I'm going to call it right now, I think it's going to be a shorter match than people expect. I'm getting Goldberg versus Lesnar vibes from here. It's going to be fireworks, but it's going to be a really short match. I personally don't like the tag match between New Day and AJ Styles with Omos. I think both parties could have been doing something better, especially AJ after he fought Taker last year in a Boneyard match. Would have liked to see it work with like Keith Lee, Aleister Black, some type of talent like that. The cage match between Shane and Braun, you know fucking Shane is jumping off that cage. I think the match needs the gimmick, but honestly, I could be okay with Shane not being on the card this year. Bad Bunny. That guy grew on me. How could you not like the dude? I think him and Miz are going to do great together. I see the Miz going over, but you never know. Sheamus and Riddle, I have not much to say other than I want to see Sheamus, kick Riddle's face off his damn shoulders. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn on WrestleMania should have happened years ago. What took them so damn long? But I think this match is going to be good. I don't like the whole Logan Paul thing or whatever his name is. We'll see how that plays out. Big E versus Apollo. I'm happy for Apollo getting a nice run with someone like Big E, who I think is at the top of his game right now. I see Big E retaining. Asuka versus Rhea Ripley could possibly steal the night with their match. I don't think they call up Rhea to lose to her second straight Mania, but if she does, or for whatever reason, the winner's got to be clean. It's got to be a fair fight. The Fiend versus Randy Orton, you're going to fucking hate me, but I hope this ends on Sunday. They stretched this story out too damn long. Shout out to Alexa, though, this whole storyline. She is beyond talented, and I hope they give her a title run for her efforts this past year. I don't know who's going to win. Bray needs it more than Randy, I believe, but just remember they had Bray lose to Goldberg in like 5 minutes last year, so we'll see how that goes. Main event, Bryan, Edge, Roman. It's no secret the ups and downs these three have had in their career over the past few years. Daniel's in this match to help put Edge go over. I don't want Roman to lose, though. The run this man has had since as the Tribal Chief was the only reason I wanted to watch SmackDown the past year. Arguably the best work of his career, and I think he's just getting started. Acknowledge your Tribal Chief, goddammit. If Edge wins, though, I think him and AJ Styles should have a run at each other. I think that's money. Alright, guys. So I hope you're all excited as much as I am. Once again, please like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, the Brandy Savage Podcast. Thank you so much for listening. It means a lot for an overweight mark like me, for you guys to support the show. Like I said, I'm aiming for the first week of May to launch this bad boy. So thanks again. Stay safe. Wear a mask. And I'll see ya.